Yeah. So as told, the objective of today's session is discussing linear regression theory concept. The same linear regression, one or two examples in Excel, an example in R, and one example in Python. So that is what is our agenda. So in between, if there is a connection loss, because from morning onwards there is no power here, so if the connection loss is there, so one or two students can ping me on my mobile number, because I am sometimes what is happening, I am continuously teaching and I am not able to know whether there is a connection loss or not. Okay, so our topic under discussion is regression. So regression is a statistical measure. Regression is a statistical measure. Regression is a statistical tool to establish a relationship between two variables. Relationship between two variables. So the formula for regression is y is equal to ax plus b. So here there are two variables. Y is a variable and x is a variable. Y is a dependent variable. Y is a dependent variable. X is an independent variable. Okay. So we want to establish a relationship between Y and X. So that relationship linear regression formula is Y is equal to AX plus B. Here A and B are called as the coefficient constants. A and B are called as the coefficient constants. A is called as the intercept value of y when x is equal to 0. So B is called as the slope. So the meaning of this value of y is when x is equal to 0, you can just put x is equal to 0, then you know that y becomes this b. Okay, so that is what it is trying to tell. Here x is an independent variable, y is a dependent variable. X is also called as an explanatory variable or a predictor variable. And x is derived through experiments. The value of x is derived through experiments. Y is called as a dependent variable. Y is called as a dependent variable, and y is also called as a response variable, criteria variable. So y is dependent, right? So this is what is the formula for y is which is a regression formula, linear regression formula. Okay. So linear regression, along with linear regression, you also have something called as multiple regression. In multiple regression, what happens is there is only one dependent variable, but there are multiple independent variables. So for example, xi1, xi2, xip, these are the independent variables. So multiple independent variables will be there. Multiple independent variables will be there. Okay. So what I'll try to do is I'll try to show you what we are going to do with this. An example in Excel for linear regression. An example in Excel for linear regression. So let us. How do I go? Okay. If Shinas, if I am audible to you and if the screen is visible to you, can you just help me out with these values of x and y? The values of x and y. Or anybody, if not Shinas, anybody. Ankita can help me out with the values which I highlighted, x and y, values of x and y.
Yes, so
Yeah. Can you tell me the values of x and y which I plotted here?
yes, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then y values we have 1, 2, 1.3, 3.75, and 2.25.
Okay, very good. Now, what we are going to do is already I have plotted the values here. Already I have plotted the values here, but still once again I'll calculate the values of this is, I will calculate here mean of x, mean of y, standard deviation of x, standard deviation of y. Then R is a correlation coefficient, and the formula for correlation coefficient is mentioned here. So summation of x minus x bar, y minus y bar, the whole divided by square root of summation of x minus x bar whole square, y minus y bar whole square. That is the correlation coefficient. Once we find out the correlation coefficient, we can find slope and intercept. We can find slope and intercept. The formula for slope B is R multiplied by standard deviation of y divided by standard deviation of x. Similarly, the formula for intercept A, the formula for intercept A is mean y minus slope multiplied by mean x, mean y minus slope multiplied by mean x. Hence, what we need to calculate, we need to calculate mean y, we need to calculate mean x, then we need to calculate standard deviation of x, standard deviation of y, as well as we need to calculate the value of slope, as well as we need to calculate the value of slope. Till now, if you have any difficulty, you can ask me. If you have any difficulty, you can ask me. As far as mean is concerned, so I'll just calculate the mean here. What is the meaning of mean? Anybody from first year can tell me what is the mean, definition of mean? Anybody can from first year can tell me the definition of mean? Yeah.
So mean is the average value.
Mean is the average value
of the
okay.
data.
Very good. Anybody from second year can tell me the average value of this x? The average of x. Fastly you calculate. Anybody from second year? What will be the average of this x?
3.
Yeah. How you calculated that 3? You tell me.
15 divided by 5.
Very good. 15 divided by 5. So I will do the same calculation using formulas in Excel. So let us go to formulas in Excel. Then go to more functions. In more functions, statistical functions. In statistical function, there is average. So this average, what I will do is I will be entering the values here. See here. So you got the value of mean here. I will highlight it as a bold. One minute. So similarly, parallelly, you can tell me the average value of y. Average value of y. Anybody from second years can tell me the average value of y. Yeah. Average value of y. Are you somebody's calculating? Yeah. Today's all calculation. Yeah.
2.06.
Okay. Very good. So
2.06.
good. I'll do the same calculation using formulas. Go to formulas in Excel. More functions, statistical functions, average, and average of. Again, I'll be just selecting these values. And so I got mean of y as 2.06. All today's calculations, I am highlighting them as in red and yellow color. So these are today's calculations. Next is standard deviation of x. I have a request to my dear friends from first years. What is the, how you are going to calculate the standard deviation, first year students? Anybody from first years? How you calculate standard deviation? Do you remember the discussion?
Yes, sir. Sir, root of variance, sir.
Very good, very good. Standard deviation formula is square root of variance. Okay, and you pretty well know the formula for variance also. You pretty well know the formula for variance also. So anybody, if you remember the formula for variance, you can help me out. Okay, or else what I'll try to do is I'll try to check out if it is there with me readily available so that I can share with you immediately. Hopefully in this it may be there. So give me a minute. So
Sir,
yeah, till, yeah, somebody was saying something.
Yes, sir. Sir, I need the formula, sir.
You have the formula, you can tell.
Okay, sir. Sir, variance equals to sum of x minus mean divided by n, or else if it's only a like specific specific number, then it's x minus no n minus 1.
Okay, so for second years, you just need to remember that you have to look for variance and standard deviation theory, variance and standard deviation theory. So what I'll do here is I'll just calculate the standard this SD of x means standard deviation of x. I'm going to calculate the standard deviation of x. So again, I'll go for formulas, more functions, statistical, and very standard deviation. So here standard deviation is there. I'll go for the standard deviation of A, and I'll check out the value of this, and I got the answer here. So second years, you can tell me the value which I calculated using the formula for standard deviation. What value I calculated? Parallelly, I'll highlight that.
So 1.58.
Very good. So similarly, what I'll do is I'll be calculating the standard deviation of y. I'll be calculating the standard deviation of y using the formula bar. Go to formulas in Excel, statistical, then again go to standard deviation, where it is, not this, not this, we'll go for this, and we'll be picking out our values. So our values are here. So just selected y values, and I got standard deviation of y. Somebody from second years, please help. What is the value I calculated for standard deviation of y?
1.072.
1.07. Very good. Now we need to calculate something called as R. So this R is, the formula for R is written here. X minus X bar, Y minus Y bar. So tell me this X, what is the value of X? The value of X can be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. So we are taking summation. Summation means all values of X we have to do. But for every value of X, you have to take the X bar. What is the meaning of X bar? Mean. Okay.
Mean.
So the formula will be like this: 1 minus 3. Okay. Then go on doing this for all. 1 minus 3 multiplied by Y minus Y bar, that is 1 minus 2.06, plus 2 minus 3, 2 minus 2.06, plus 3 minus 3, 1.3 minus 2.06. So like that, you have to calculate this upper numerator, then the denominator. Okay. So this correlation coefficient R also I'll be try to calculate. Going to statistical formulas, correlation, COR. Okay, this is correlation, and I'll be picking for array 1 this values, and for array 2 this values, and I got, check out here. So what is the answer I got? Anybody can tell me the answer which I got here for correlation coefficient? Correlation coefficient. What is the answer? Correlation coefficient?
0.626.
Sir, 0.6.
Excellent, excellent. So now we have mean of X, mean of Y, standard deviation of X, standard deviation of Y, and then correlation coefficient, and then correlation coefficient. Now somebody has to just help me out with this formula. So here A is intercept, B is slope. Okay, A is intercept, B is slope. So these two things we have to calculate. These two things we have to calculate. So somebody from second year, tell me the formula for slope. Tell me the formula for slope. It is written already. You have to just see and tell.
B is
Anybody?
equal to R multiplied by Sy by Sx.
What is R? What is Sy? What is Sx?
Sir, R here is 0.62.
Okay, very good.
Sy is 1.07 divided
Very
by
good.
Sx, which is 1.58.
Sx is 1.5. Very good, very good. So R is correlation coefficient. Sy is standard deviation of y. Sx is standard deviation of x. So we'll assume that, okay, we'll calculate this value also. Tell me the value of R. The value of R is, where is the value of R? Okay, 0.6268 will go up to 4. Okay. So multiplied by standard deviation of y is how much? Standard deviation of y is 1.0720 divided by standard deviation of x is how much? 1.5811. So, okay. So you got this 0.4249. So some value, I'll highlight this also. Now we got slope B. Now somebody from second year again tell me the formula for intercept A. Formula for intercept A.
Mean y minus slope multiplied by mean x.
Okay, tell me the value of mean y, mean slope, mean x, how much?
Mean y is 2.06
Okay.
minus 0.42.
Minus slope, how much you got? 0.425. I'll go for 0.425. Okay. Multiplied by
3.
mean x, 3. So I got this 0.75 here. So I got now slope and intercept. I got now slope and intercept. Okay. So our formula is y is equal to ax plus b. Our formula is y is equal to ax plus b. Our formula is y is equal to ax plus b. So the same formula we can use to predict a new value. We can use to predict a new value. So this is the formula, y is equal to ax plus b, right? So let us say the new value of x, let us say the new value of x is some 7. Okay, so can you calculate the new value of y? Fastly calculate. I am telling you the new value of x as 7. Fastly calculate the new value of y. Can you do that? You have to just replace the values.
Yes, sir. One.
Take a minute to finish it off.
So 5.951.
Okay, I'll just use the crude method.
Okay, sir.
Tell me the value of A. 0.785. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Multiplied by x.
7.
The new value of x is how much?
7.
7. Plus b. What is the value of b? 0.425. So I got 5.92. Hopefully we both are correct. Okay. So I'll just make it yellow and red, indicating today's calculations. So now we have done this, all the calculations, you know how we did it using formula. Now I am using one more technique. Look very carefully. In Excel, I am going to a menu called as data. In data, I am going to, at the far end, there is something called as data analysis. In data analysis, I am just picking on regression. Are you able to see it?
Yes, sir.
All of you are able? Yeah. So I'll click on that regression and I'll say, okay. So we are doing data analysis. Which data analysis? We are doing regression. So regression for y range, I'll be picking up these values. And for x range, I'll be picking up these values. And the output should be on a new worksheet. And labels are there top because x and y are the labels. And I'll say, oh. And if I want residual plots, I'll click on residual plots also. Line fit plots also. Then I'll say, okay. Okay. So these are the two graphs drawn. Do you remember the value of R? Do you remember the value of R? What is the value of R here? The value of R is
0.62.
0.6. So you remember all these values, right? Mean is 3, mean of y is 2.06, and R value is 0.6, slope is 0.4, intercept is 0.75. Let us check here which everything had happened automatically using the data analysis tool. Is it not? So are the values different coming here? Let me check. Yeah, something is missing here. I'll go for the fag end. Okay, what I'll do is I'll assume this. This is the one which I calculated. This is the one which I calculated previously. You just check it out here. Maybe some mistake I made there, but this is, check here. What is the value of R? 0.6?
5523.
Yeah, that is 0.6. Then, oh, this also is for multiple regression. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Actually,
Okay,
here something has missed. I'll remove this sheet 1 and I'll check it out. Just give me a minute. Okay, what we'll do is I'll try to do it once again, or else I will show you the one which I already calculated. Okay, this is how you get the summary output. This was basically but for multiple regression. This was basically for your multiple. So all the values are calculated automatically. All the values are calculated automatically like this. But I'll give one more try for my satisfaction. Let us see if it works properly. We'll go to data analysis, and we'll start with the easier one first. We'll check only for correlation. So I'll give the input range for correlation as this. It has labels. So output range, I will be clicking here, or should I click here? And I'll say okay. Okay. So are you checking it? How much is the correlation we got?
0.62.
6. Okay. So it means we are using Excel tool. We are using Excel tool to do this calculation. Now again, we'll go for data in Excel. In data, we'll go for data analysis. Now we'll go for descriptive statistics. So we'll press OK. And the input range again will give X and Y, contains labels. Now the output range, I'll be clicking somewhere here below this, and I'll say OK. So it is asking at least one. So I'll just click on this summary statistics. Yeah. So tell me, mean of X. Just tell me the values here, calculate. Mean of X,
3.
So 3.
mean of Y.
2.06.
Okay, then we calculated median of X, median of Y, then standard error. Then we calculated the variance. Minimum value is 1 for X, 5 for max. So minimum value is 1 for Y and 3.75 for max. So this is what is this is the standard deviation it has calculated. Am I right? 1.5 and 1.07. Let us check what was our calculation. 1.5 and 1.07. See here, standard deviation of X and standard deviation of Y. Now, once we are confident, let us go for this data analysis and then regression. Hopefully now this will give me the correct thing. I'll first delete this just to avoid confusion, and I'll set input Y range. Maybe at that time I made a mistake. What mistake I made, I don't remember. But this time, hopefully it will help me correctly. X, then I say label is there. Then output range should be new worksheet. That's fine. Let us get okay. So these are the two diagrams. Yeah. This time is it calculated correctly or not? What is the value of R?
Sir is correct. Value of R 0.62.
Intercept and X, the intercept and slope values. Here intercept value is 0.785 and the slope value is 0.425. Okay, so let us check our intercept and slope values. Slope value is 0.42 and intercept value is 0.785. So slight variation is seeming, but you know how to use a tool in Excel. You know how to use a tool in Excel. So did you get this? In Excel, we had seen linear regression being calculated in two ways. One way is using the formula bar, and the other way is using the data analysis tool, and the other way is using the data analysis tool. Till now, any doubts you have, you can ask me. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, so if no doubts, let us go to our R tool. I'll take the help of my sheet here if it is there. Yeah. Yeah. Are you able to see the Word file here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I am showing you the code for R. R is again a very famous tool which is using machine learning. R is again a very famous tool which is using machine learning. So as you can see here, we have given here in the first line the value of X, in the second line the value of Y, and then in the third line we have given LM as a formula for linear regression, and then we printed the relation. When we printed the relation, it has printed like this, intercept value. Okay, then it has printed the summary. In summary, it has given minimum, median, max value, coefficients, so all that. So in R, this is how we are going to do it. So I just, to avoid forgetting the formula or to avoid typing the formula, I have written it here. So the value of X are given here, the value of Y are given here, and LM is a formula to find the linear regression, to find the relationship between Y and X, to find the relationship between Y and X. Are you getting it? What I'm trying to do? I have shown you how to do linear regression in Excel, and that too in two ways. One way is using the formulas, and the other way is using the data analysis tool. now we are trying to do the same in using R. So just let us go to R Studio. I'll go to R Studio. I'll try to start R Studio. It may be somewhere here. R Studio. R Studio. Okay. Just give me a minute so that R Studio will be loaded. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll directly copy the code which I already have in Word. So first I'll take this, the values of X. What are the values of X here? 151, 174 till 131. And go to R Studio. I'll just pick everything from here, and at the prompt I'll enter this. So X is allocated this values 151 till 131. Then we'll go for Y. And I have this bad habit of entering in the source code window. Again, same thing, I copy at the command prompt. Yeah. So we are given the values of X. Now using this formula, LM is linear regression formula to find the relationship between Y and X in R. So I'll give it here. If you see at the right side, you are having this X and Y, the values of X and Y. Okay. Even if you want to execute this, you can execute this directly by pressing this run. Okay. Press this run. Then press this run. So it is giving the same effect in the command window. Okay. So now, so we are saying print the relation, because in the relation variable we are storing the result of this. Just copy it and I'll just run the code. See here, are you getting it? The value of intercept and the slope. The value of intercept and the slope, I got it here. Getting it, all of you? Okay. So then I am giving one more command called as print summary relation. Let us say what difference will it make here. So I'll just execute this again by pressing the run. And you can see here you are getting intercepts, coefficients, residual errors, R value, adjusted R, so F statistics, okay, P value, DF. So all these statistics it is giving in R now. All these statistics it is giving in R. Okay, I'm just checking any other. That's fine now. Okay, actually this command actually is for plotting the graph, but let me check will it work or not. Now this is the data structure in the data frame x is equal to 170. Now I am going to store in the result variable the predicted value of a, and then I'm going to print the result. I am not sure about this, but I'm executing it anyhow. Yeah. So then when I say print result, hopefully, yes, it has predicted the new value of a, as 76.22. New value of a as in the new value of y, that's what we do now. We predict the new value of y depending on the new value of x accordingly. So moving further, can it plot the graph? That also I'll check. I just copy. Yeah, it is showing the graph, but here I don't remember that. I'll go one at a time. Yeah. Then I'm saying plot. And then I'll say run. Some error is there, but if you go properly, this is what is the regression graph it will be plotting. Okay, so this was in R. Now let us go for a Python program. For linear regression. We have learned the concept of let us try to implement that in one more way. That is so there was a connection loss, so I am joining back and I will show you fastly a program in Python, uh, but let me first get the program in Python. Okay, so we'll be checking our program in Python. This is the program in Python. I request Anubhav, by the time I discuss this program, you keep ready your Python window and show them the execution if possible. If not possible, then it's well and good. So this is the PDF for a Python program on linear regression. This is a PDF for a Python program on linear regression. I will show you. This was executed on Ubuntu. So this is the Linux prompt. At the Linux prompt, I had given Python command. So with the Python command, I am able to know the version of Python. Then we entered the compiler of Python. So at this, when you get these three greater than symbols, you are at the compiler of Python. We know that Python is basically an interpreter, one line at a time. So first line, what we are doing is pandas, which are used for representing data, numbers, manipulation, mathematics, science. So pandas is a tool which needs to be imported in Python. So we are importing it, and its alias name is PD. Then if we want to draw graphs, we need pyplot, and pyplot is imported from matplotlib library. Pyplot is imported from matplotlib library. Then we are reading a file. The file name is hours.csv. So this is stored in dataset. So hours.csv, whatever is there in hours.csv, that will go to dataset. So when we give the command dataset, it is showing the contents of hours.csv. So if you see here, hours.csv has two columns, X and Y column. The value of X is number of hours spent in driving. The value of Y is risk score on a scale of 0 to 100. So now here X is equal to dataset iloc of -1. Actually, we are giving the first column values. We are giving the first column value, that is 10, 9, 2, 15, 10, 16, 11, 16 to X, capital X. So when I print X, it is showing the first column. Similarly to Y, we are giving the second column values from 95 to 93. Then we are importing linear regression module. We are importing linear regression module from sklearn.linear model library. After that, linear regression module is being assigned, the function is being assigned to this variable regressor, and to this variable regressor, we are allocating the current values of X and Y. After that, this regression calculations are done. Then when I give the command regression coefficient, it is giving the regression coefficient value. Regression intercept, it is giving the regression intercept value. Accuracy, it is calculating the accuracy, which is 43%. For a new value of X, which is equal to 8, the new value of Y is being printed as 49.2. By using this plot command, we are printing our plot, and this is the graph. This is the graph. So by any chance, Anubhav, are you ready with the program, or else we can do it later also?
Sir, I'm ready with the program, but there is a problem. It's some error is coming.
Okay, some part is being executed.
Sir, a program is correct, but just it's not reading my data.
Okay. So what we'll do is then at a later stage, I'll use my Ubuntu machine and I'll show you. So I think I will stop here today. So thanks for patiently listening to